So April 22, not last month naturally, only 8,000 sales rather than the 13,000 prior. So that's literally 69% down from a year prior, okay? And then, you got people calling you saying that there's nothing going on with the market, this is all normal. Like, this is, if you read the statistics and you kind of look into this, there is issues here. Hey guys, Steve Zalunardo here with Remax West Zalunardo Associates. Welcome to our monthly reports. We're going to talk about the month of April, just looking at the statistics and the percentage of the up and down regarding sales versus value versus days on market versus the whole strategy. If you know me, I'm a driver personality, but very analytical with numbers. This is how I make all my decisions. If you notice, Mondays with Steve, we always start off with what's the current inventory and what's sold. This kind of gives me a temperature gauge of how the market's reacting to the last, media blast. So talking about April, I'm going to read these statistics. So we overlap April 22 to April 21. Give you some statistics here. So we'll start with 21. April 21, we had a total sales for the month of April of 2021, 13,611. So very, very good. We had a lot of sales going into last April. It was fantastic. It was a great market. And then the listings that were available, or new listings rather, were 20,000. If you kind of look at that number, it's 65% of that inventory is getting eaten up every month. So 13,000 selling, 20,000 new. So it's like 65% of that inventory coming on is getting chewed up. And then if you look at the average sales price, was it last year $1,090,000 for, and again, this is all through GTA in Toronto, okay? So, and talking about every type of house, like detached, semi-detached, condo. But I mean, it's a whole lot of real estate. Now let's talk about April 22. So April 22, not last month naturally, only 8,000 sales rather than the 13,000 prior. So that's literally 69% down from a year prior, okay? And then, you got people calling you saying that there's nothing going on with the market, this is all normal. Like, this is, if you read the statistics and you kind of look into this, there is issues here. Average price naturally, we're up from last year. Why? Because of that big boost between Jan and Feb. We're still up 15% average sales over, let's say, a year prior. And then new listings to the market is 18,000. So we have less new listings to the market than last year. But if you look at the amount of sales versus the new listings, only 43% of this inventory is getting swallowed up every month. So you kind of see there a drop of literally 12%. Months of inventory still quite low. We're only at 1.6 months available inventory. I think earlier this year was probably a lot less than that, maybe less than a month. And average days in the market still remain the same. Last year was 10 days in the market. Now it's 11 days in the market. We'll see how May looks, because May is the ugly month now we're going into. I was actually talking to a friend of mine today, and we always chat back and forth regarding the market. So if you look at the NASDAQ, the last 6 months, and again, I'm still old school, so everything's printed out. It's literally, the market's lost 26% in the last 6 months. And this is all pretty much happening here. I mean, there was a height and then it all dropped off naturally. So everything's down about 20 to 25% and oil's up 25%. So it's kind of reverse. Gold is very similar to where it was in the last, it's been hovering between 17 to 1900 between there for the last year. So there's nothing, not people are not rushing to put it into gold or anything like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Going forward, we'll see what happens. Obviously, we got our finger on the pulse here of the market, and we're going to make moves accordingly. Just like my last video, we just unloaded $7 million worth of real estate in the last 30 days. We're going to hold it in chips, and then we want to double our money in the future. We'll see where the investment brings us. We might do some back here in Canada, but I think a lot will be fueled in the U.S. And the U.S. has their own issues going forward. Obviously, this is their stock market that's down 26%, and it looks like their market's starting to cool there, because we're looking to buy another primary residence is starting to go down in price, or not even in price, more like inventory starting to pile. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, you can always reach out 647-962-4372, or reach out to me on my socials. Have a good one. Ciao.